Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be doing a different kind of tutorial, which is a collaboration with other Bangladeshi beauty bloggers to create the looks of olden days Bengali beauties. And there's Marzuka, do amazing makeup videos, and you definitely should subscribe to them. So the one I chose was to do the amazing JAYA Bachchan's look. She always went for very simple, very surreal and effortless look. So I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun creating this look over here. The lighting is better in the video because I was shooting it during daylight, then my camera went off and I charged the battery, and by then it was already sunset, so now it's looking a little dark. I will be buying artificial white lighting very soon for my videos, but I haven't done so yet. So don't worry, the lighting is pretty good while I'm doing this makeup, but right now it's just a little too dark. So if you want to know how I created this look, then please keep watching. To start with, I'm using the Borjouis Happy Lights primer. The reason I'm using this particular primer is because JAYA Bachchan uses a lot of soft pink focus on her face, and I have yellow undertone, and if I use any other primer, that pink glow won't come through. I'm hoping that this primer has helped bring out the pinkiness of my cheeks, and to follow up I'll be using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and the shade I'm using is 6.5. Well, for those of you who are looking for information, my MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation shade is NC40. So if you're looking for a corresponding match for Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, then I think this is a very good match. 6.5, all the 0.5s are yellow based, yellow undertone, and the ones which are 0.0 have the yellow, not the yellow, sorry, the pink and the neutral undertones. I'm taking, first of all, I'm taking one pump of this, and I'll just use my fingers to apply it all over my face. It does a good job of evening out all my uneven skin tones. It doesn't necessarily cover all my blemishes, but you can always use a concealer or a heavy coverage setting powder to cover up the rest of your blemishes. I won't be using any setting powder because if I use any setting powder, then this glowy, dewy sort of finish will just go away, and it won't be doing justice to JAYA Bachchan's beautiful, surreal, amazing looking skin. What I'm going for next is the highlighter underneath my eyes. I'm not using a concealer today because I'm not having a very bad dark circle day, but I'll go in with the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation Stick in the shade 4.5. Now I bought this for a foundation, but I figured that it does a really good job of highlighting my under eye area, so I'm just gonna go in with this. It's a little 2 strokes down and sideways, and since JAYA Bachchan has really high cheekbones and she doesn't need any contouring at all, what I'll do is add a little bit of highlighter over here and a little bit of highlighter over here. Okay, now I can just blend it out with fingers. Now you can notice that I'm using my fingers to blend out my foundation and my concealer today. It's mainly because of the consistency of the foundation and the concealer that I'm using. They basically blend out better with fingers than they do with brushes, because it just leaves streak marks. And if I use a beauty blender with the foundation that I used, then I'll just be wasting a lot of products. So do you see how beautifully this highlighter just brightens the under eye area? So I'm done with the highlighter. Now I'll go in with very slight contour, very slight contour, because she is one of the actresses who just doesn't show off her contouring at all. So I'll go in with Real Techniques contour brush and sleek contour palette. I'll just dab a little bit on, and then that's it. This is enough for the entire side cheekbone contouring. JAYA BACHCHAN's nose is very slim and tiny, so I'll contour mine. Mine is very big. I'll be using the same sleek contour palette to contour my nose. It's always important to drag it all the way to the eye socket, otherwise it's just gonna look like a drawn on line. And I like to use setting powder on my nose just after contouring, so that it just blends out any harsh lines. Let's start with the eyes. I'll be using Stilla Eyes are the Window eyeshadow palette in the shade, or the palette name, Mine. JAYA BACHCHAN in most of her movies uses very light pink with shades of grey. Yep, she liked her shades of greys. Well, she used really beautiful blend of colors, so it wasn't as harsh, you know, lines like any other actresses of that time would use. So I'll be going in with the lightest color. And use a shader brush with the really grayish color. So yeah, go in with it again and again and again, and then use a blending brush, a very dense blending brush, to sort of use this color to I'll use this one. So very carefully, as close to the lash line as possible. You might want to draw a very fine socket line
in this area. So this will mimic JAYA BACHCHAN's beautiful socket.
lightest shade just to highlight my brow bone. Now it's time for the eyeliner. I'm using MAC gel liner. I'll use another shade brush to just smudge out the whole area. I'll just brighten the inner tear duct area with the same highlighting shade. I'll use the darker purplish color in the palette just to line underneath my eyes. This creates shadow once again. Mascara. I'm using Kate Moss. Why am I saying Moss? Okay. I'm using Kate Moss mascara. Okay, so I've done both of my eyes and now I'm left to do the eyebrows. I have to be very particular about the eyebrows because JAYA BACHCHAN's eyebrows aren't really that drawn out or that neat. As I said before, it's a very timeless, effortless look. So I'll go in with this brown shade. This is slightly deeper than the usual brow color that I go for. I'll use this kind of angled brush to go in with just outlining my eyebrow. Nothing artificial, just the natural shades. So as her eyebrows are really dark, I'm going in with this dark shade. So you can see through these dents in her eyebrows. It's rounded as well. It's not very, it's not like Sharmila Tagore, which is just like this and then this, the Arabic eyebrow. Hers are quite rounded and quite uneven and natural. So I'll just leave it as it is. So as you can see, I went ahead and did both of my eyebrows, really natural and rounded. Now it's time for the lips. I'll be using MAC Love Lone. Pale looking pink.